So we're excited about that. I don't want to talk too much about that, but that's in the works, and we're actually looking to the federal government to help us with the grant right now. The other area for us is helping businesses, right? And so we have a whole bunch, I mean, it's a menu list, it's crazy, of energy and sustainable business practices that are designed to assist nonprofit, residential, commercial, industrial, and governmental consumers in becoming more energy efficient, identify and analyze energy issues facing the city and its residents, analyze and support opportunities for renewable energy development on city and non-city buildings. City Hall has a green roof, it's absolutely beautiful. And it's working closely. I know Suzanne, Commissioner McKenna, I think she calls ComEd daily. She's out there on the speed dial, or actually she's got it memorized. So it's continuing that growth with these types of industries that are critical to so much of what happens in our business climate today in Chicago. One of the great programs, and the professor mentioned it in her book, and I'm still amazed at this innovative idea, it's a waste of profit network, and I just briefly want to touch upon it. And basically what it is a partnership between us, the Chicago Manufacturing Center, and the state of Illinois and Region 5 EPA. And so since 2006, this network it's an award-winning network. It's really amazing. It's a network-centric approach to addressing Chicago's sustainability needs by identifying 5 product synergies and material reuse opportunities. So there's a company who, Gelati, did I say it right? Okay. What they do is they make countertops out of glass, and these are really cool countertops. But they use the materials out of the countertops recycled from manufactured glass products that otherwise would go immediately to a landfill. And they're spectacular. And it's like, man, can you just imagine of all these businesses, make these connections and figure out how 5 products are actually an asset to another? And that's exactly what's happening here. More than 165,000 tons of solid waste has been diverted from landfills. I mean, it's amazing just by this one program. More than 102,000 tons of CO2 equivalent emissions reduced, nearly $16 million in economic impact to local companies. Again, the name of the game for us is local. While we appreciate what's going on around us, we have to take care of what's going on in our backyard. And more than 37 jobs are created or retained through this exercise. So this really is just another example of a unique program that we said, what the heck, let's give it a shot. And it's just become nationally successful. Many of you are familiar with the Chicago Area Clean Cities, which is a coalition, a voluntary, locally based coalition designated to encourage the use of clean fuels and clean fuel vehicles in the Chicago metropolitan area. Part of the U.S. Department of Energy's Clean Cities program supports public-private partnerships and deploy alternative fuel vehicles such as those using biodiesel, compressed natural gas, and propane, and build supporting infrastructure. And by encouraging alternative fuel use, CACC helps enhance energy security and environmental quality at local and national levels. It's one of 83 clean cities that's encouraging coalitions across the country, and our Department of Environment coordinates this effort, whose members represent government, businesses, educational and research institutes, fuel providers, utilities, and environmental organizations. And I think that's another resonating stat that I picked up on your book, is that it needs to be collaborative. Everybody needs to be at the table saying, well, this is my concern. So, I have no time left, and I have a whole bunch more to cover. Wow, okay, so I guess I had more to say than I thought I did. I guess, but in conclusion, what I'd like to say, and you tie it into Professor Fitzgerald's book, is that, clearly there is a connection between government and economic development. And we certainly can set the stage for many things. For instance, our green roof policy. I think we're leading the effort in the country on green roofs in the city. And that's because the mayor said, I don't care. If they're getting city subsidy, they need to put a green roof on this building. So now, because of that, and people are finding out, I just want to use just one example. I apologize. I just was at the Columbia College's, they did the Media and Production Center. It's a very cool building. Jeannie Gain designed it. But on their acoustical piece of the project, they used their green roof. What they found is that green roof is more efficient and more effective And what they would have had to have put in a ridiculous amount of concrete layering to make the acoustics work, but the green roof acts as a natural acoustic barrier, and so that wasn't the concept, that wasn't the intent, but it ended up being the consequence. So clearly, Chicago is pushing, you use this term, Professor, a leading city. We continue to strive, and we continue to push, and we continue to look and work with local businesses to be that leading city on urban sustainability and economic development. Thank you.